Okay, page 3 of our review, Unit 9 review. Again, we're graphing and writing the pertinent information. So we're picking these things out. I'll go a little bit quicker as we've talked through one. It's a circle. H is equal to 0, K is equal to 0, R is equal to 7. So my center is 0, 0. My radius is equal to 7. There's my pertinent information for a circle. So 7, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And just do your best. The big circles are hard sometimes. Put it through the points, and yeah, it's a little lopsided, but there's your circle. Center at 0, 0, radius is 7. Okay, x squared is equal to y plus 2x. This is a parabola because we have one thing squared. Okay, one thing squared makes it a parabola. And so we got to put in the appropriate form. If x is squared, the appropriate form is y minus k is equal to 1 over 4p times x minus h squared. X squared, so that means it's going to be open up or down. All right, so we got one thing squared makes a parabola. X squared, so it's up or down. Got to put in the standard form. Well, first things first, I need to move that, or let's actually just rearrange it. I'm going to move that over here, or just flip the equation, okay, and put the x's together. So I'll get y is equal to x squared minus 2x. Okay, now I need to complete the square. How do I complete the square? I need to add something to it. What do I need to add? I need to add 1, because half of negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1 squared, and yeah, so y plus 1 is equal to x minus 1 squared, and there is nothing to divide out. So that's in standard form. Pick up h, pick up k, and so forth. H is equal to 1, k is equal to negative 1, 1 over 4p is equal to 1. So 4p is equal to 1, or p is equal to 1/4. So that means it opens up as a parabola. So let's come over here and look. My vertex, I'll write that down real quick. The vertex is 1, negative 1, and it opens up. 1, negative 1 is here. Okay, so this is not, this is really hard to scale down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my scale on this graph. Okay, so my scale on this graph, I'm going to go by ones. Say that's 1, so this is 1, that's negative 1, that's 1, negative 1, that's 1. Okay, and then you've got 2 and so on. So we can go from there. Okay, so let's make our life a little bit easier. 2, 2, negative 2, negative 2. Okay, so now again we've got the point 1, negative 1. 1, negative 1 is there. P is 1/4. So my vertex is up 1/4. 1/4 is here. That's my focus. Or sorry, my focus is there. My vertex is there. My directrix is where? My directrix is 1/4 in the other direction. There's my directrix. Okay, so let's come over here and let's actually fill out that information. Where's the focus? The focus is 1 to the right. And, oh, so that makes it a little bit harder. That is negative 0.75 or negative 3/4 if you want. And your directrix is a line that goes left to right. That makes it a y equals line. Y equals line, it's 1/4 more than negative 1, so it's a negative 1.25. You can give me fractions there if you want, doesn't matter. And then your axis of symmetry will go right down that way. Okay, so we'll do that here. That's your AOS. Okay, and so your AOS is what? Your AOS is an up and down line, which makes it x equals, and it matches 1. So again, these should all be the same because it opens up and down. X coordinates should be the same because it opens up and down. Alright, so let's figure out these points. Well, this fits our pattern that we learned a long time ago. If you think about a, remember we learned y minus k is equal to a times x minus h squared. Okay, and so we know we can do that if we need to do that. In this case, a is equal to 1. All right, and so that means we'd go up 1, right 1. Or if you don't want to do it, that way, you can go and plug in. Like I said before, you've got the equation, what? You've got this equation, all right, and if we rework that to y is equal to x squared minus 2x, picking a y value of 0 would be great because that gives me 0 is equal to x squared minus 2x. 0 is equal to x times x minus 2. 0 is equal to x, or 2 is equal to x. So I'll get 0 or 2, 0. Either way, when I graph those, come over here, I get 0, 0 there, I get 2, 0 there, and I graph that. Alright, there's my graph, there's my pertinent information. That's page 3 of the review. We'll move on to page 4 next.